Just like not move at all. Like it'd be like perfect.
It's gonna be hard for me to do.
Welcome back to the Queen Jinx channel. I appreciate everybody coming back as always. And if this is your first time checking out our channel, I recommend watching through our videos because we have some cool content, and subscribing if you can, because we are doing a giveaway once we hit 100 subscribers. And at the time of recording this, we are only 16 subscribers away, so we're this close, guys. And all you have to do is be a subscriber to be eligible to win. If you want details on our giveaway, it is on our video, which at this point is maybe 2 or 3 videos down, called The Best Crest in All 50 US States. We're giving away a Claudio Reyna card, and if you want the details on it, make sure you check out that video, watch the first 2 or 3 minutes of that, and you will see the card and you'll get all the details on that. So, secondly, my dog apparently wanted to make her Queen's Yanks debut today. She's being way too stubborn to move, so I guess she's going to be joining us today, sleeping in the background. So today we're going to be talking about 5 footballers who we may have to say goodbye to on the pitch, aka they're going to retire. So that said, if you do enjoy this video, make sure to comment and at the very least drop a like so I know that you're watching this video, because I have enough content on this to make a part 2, 3, maybe even 4 on this. So we'll get right into it. At number 1, I've got the 40-year-old by the name of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So Zlatan started his career in 1999 at Malmo, and his career has taken him to historic clubs such as Ajax, Juventus, Inter Milan, Barcelona, AC Milan, PSG, and Manchester United. And just in the past 5 years, Zlatan left PSG as their all-time leading scorer. At the time, it's since been eclipsed by Edison Cavani, but still, nonetheless, PSG being an historic club, that was a feat. And then he went to Manchester United, who, low-key, he balled out. He scored goals left and right, and had he not been hurt the year he was there, I think he could have easily gotten 20 goals. He then went to MLS, where he completely set MLS on fire and made MLS worth watching, in my opinion. In 56 games, he had 52 goals, and he just looked like a complete man among children in MLS. And then at age 38 or 39, I don't remember which one it was, he was either close to 39 or had turned 39, he went back to AC Milan. And the past 2 years, at age 39 and 40, in 39 games, he has 26 goals in Serie A, which again is a top 4 league in the world. He is Sweden's all-time leading scorer as well, so that's obviously worth mentioning. Again, Zlatan, either you love him or you hate him, and he may be more famous for his off-the-field antics than his on-the-field play, and that's saying a lot considering how good this man actually is. My favorite Zlatan moment came with his IKEA story, where his realtor told him that rich people don't shop at IKEA, but his response was, no, but smart people do. I personally love Zlatan. I have a couple of Zlatan shirts. He's a legend on and off the pitch, in my opinion. If this is it, it's going to be a tough loss, I think, for the football world, but he has been hurt a little bit this year, which has obviously directly affected his play. I don't know if Zlatan's going to want to go out this way, so we may see him for another year. But if this is it, again, it's going to be a huge loss for the football world. So at number 2, we have the second oldest player on my list, a 43-year-old by the name of Gianluigi Buffon, or as we know him as Gigi. His career started way back in 1995 at Parma, and he's only played for 3 teams his entire career. Parma, Juventus, 1 year at PSG, and now he's back at Parma. He's widely regarded as the best goalkeeper of all time, and I think you'd be hard to find someone who at least doesn't have him in the top 3. He's got 176 caps for Italy, which is insane in the modern game. This particular year, although I've not seen him play in Serie B because it is hard to watch here in the States, I do have his numbers, and he's had 7 starts, 9 goals allowed, and 1 clean sheet. So it does look like he's regressing, and if anyone on the list does retire, I do think it's going to be Gigi. We'll see though, but if this is it for him, at least he got to go out with his boyhood club. So at number 3 on my list, I have the oldest player on my list. Not only that, but he's, from all accounts that I found, the oldest current professional footballer in the world. And that's Kazuyoshi Miura at 54 years old. The Japanese footballer, in my opinion, oddly began his career in Brazil. way back in 1986, which was before I was born, and I'm sure pretty much anybody else watching this video was born. He's been at, and I'm sorry if I'm saying this wrong, he's been at Yokohama FC since 2005, which they've been relegated to the J2 League, or J League 2, I'm not sure which the correct way to say that is, but they are back in J1. And I would argue his best club achievement came in 1994, playing in Serie A in Italy. His last professional goal came in 2017, and he very impressively does have J1 League minutes this year. However, I would say 1993 and 1997 were his biggest career achievements for the Japanese national team, as between these 2 years he had 35 caps and 34 goals. In fact, in 1997 he did lead his team to the World Cup, although he was left off the final World Cup roster. I don't know the reasoning behind that, but I did read it was controversial. But at 54 years old, how much longer can this man keep going? I know I've seen interviews where he says he wants to keep playing as long as he possibly can. I have no idea when he's going to hang it up, but could it be now? It possibly could. So at number 4 on our list, we have a Everton legend by the name of Phil Jagielka. He is 39 years old, so he's closing in on 40. Before this year, to be honest with you, I thought he seemingly got his storybook ending. He played 12 years in Everton before going one last go-around with his hometown boyhood club, Sheffield United, which was, again, his youth club, and the club that gave him his debut and he stayed with from 2000 to 2007. Sheffield was relegated last year, and he was on that squad, and I assumed that was when he was going to hang it up and call it quits, but he surprisingly, in my opinion, signed for Derby County this year in a move that I suspect might have been a favor for former England and Everton teammate Wayne Rooney, who of course is the manager at Derby. I suspect if they get back on track, he may call it quits. He may call it a career this year. We'll see, but I do think this is it for Phil. So at number 5 on my list is the youngest thus far, and the youngest on my list on at least part 1 on this video, which is Andy Carroll, who is age 32. In my opinion, he's a very underrated player. He's a very strong physical striker. He's probably best known for his really famous bicycle goal, as I'll put on the screen. That said, the former Liverpool and West Ham striker returned to his boyhood club at Newcastle about 2 years ago, which was very uninspiring to say the least, as it only resulted in 1 goal in 2 years. Andy seemingly does want to play again, as he has been on record as saying that he's open to playing in the Championship or MLS or pretty much any league for that matter. However, if you go on his social media, he does seem very happy and very content being at home with his family. So we may have seen the last of Andy, I'm not sure, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if he called it quits, maybe even after the December transfer window. So that said, that is part 1, or maybe the final, depending on how good this video does, of footballers that we may have to say goodbye to due to retirement. Which ones do you agree with? Does any of my 5 do you think have any gas left in the tank? Let me know. That said, I hope everybody is having a wonderful week. At the time this video comes out, it's probably going to be weekend, so have a wonderful, safe weekend, and Bella says goodbye as well. Peace out, guys.